Welcome to this lecture series in Chemical Reaction Engineering 1. We'll continue with problem solving. Problem number 3.20 from the exercise of octave Levenspace. Helene and Ungers present the data in table. The reaction of sulfuric acid with diethyl sulfate in aqueous solution at 22.9 degrees Celsius. Initial concentration. This is the reaction. Okay, so reaction is 1 mole of, say, let us say this A, B and giving you R. So A plus B giving you R. 1 mole of A reacts with 1 mole of B to give you 2 moles of R. Initial concentrations of H2SO4, that means Ca0 and diethyl sulfate are 5.5 moles per liter. So Ca0 is equal to Cb0 is equal to 5.5. So we know integrated form of rate equation for this second order reversible reaction. Minus ln of this plus ln of XAE minus into bracket 2XAE minus 1 into XA divided by XAE minus XA, that is equal to 2K1 into bracket 1 by XAE minus 1 multiplied by Ca0 Kt. So we are considering here the reaction A plus B giving you 2R. We have seen 4 different possible cases of second order bimolecular type reversible. Here, why we are considering this as reversible reaction? We have this time concentration data. Concentration of the product CR is given. So time 0, 41 and so on, and then this I have written 100,000. This is nothing but infinity. So this infinity, for calculation purpose, I have taken very high value as compared to this value. So this is t tending to infinity. So at this value we have Cr is equal to 5.8. Now if the reaction is irreversible, so we are starting with 5.5 moles of A, 5.5 moles of B. So we will get in the end at time t is equal to infinity 11 moles of Cr. But we are not getting that. Okay, that means equilibrium conversion value we can find from this concentration. If complete conversion is there, then it is irreversible reaction. At t tending to infinity, conversion is almost 100% or 99.9%. This is not the case. So the reaction is reversible. Okay. So we can plot the computed data, and from the, this is y is equal to mx form, and we can find out the slope of line passing through origin, the best fit line passing through origin, and this will give you k. So this complete term is slope. From slope you can find out this. Now here from the stoichiometry we are clear that 2A0 XA is equal to CR0 XR. So here Cr can be written as Cr0 plus Cr0 XR. Cr0 XR is 2Ca0 XA. Cr0 is 0, no R is present initially. So XA is Cr by 2Ca0. Okay. So we can find out this XAE as Cr at equilibrium divided by 2Ca0. Okay. So this is the data shown here. From Cr you can calculate XA. Once you calculate XA, you can calculate this complete value logarithmic term as y. Okay. So how will you find out from Cr data XA value? Simply XA is equal to Cr by 2Ca0. 2Ca0, Ca0 is 5.5. 2Ca0 will be 11. Okay, so this each value of Cr divided by 11, this will give you Xa values for the time t tending to infinity. We have many data points here. If you make this plot and draw the best fit line in Excel, line passing through origin, y is equal to mx. Okay, correlation coefficient is 0.998. So fit is very good. So 0.006 is our slope, and slope is this complete quantity because we are plotting only time on x-axis. So here the reaction is of the form minus Ra is equal to K1 CaCb minus K2 Cr square. At equilibrium, K1 by K2 is nothing but CRE, equilibrium concentration, square of this divided by Ca at equilibrium and Cb at equilibrium, K1 by K2 value. So we can find out K1 by K2. Okay, we know here Ca0 at equilibrium, this Cr is 5.8. Okay, so Ca at equilibrium or Cb at equilibrium, stoichiometry is 1 mole of A reacts with 1 mole of G to give you 2 moles of E. So at equilibrium, if we consider these as 2 moles, so 1 mole is 2.6. So CaE is 2.6 and CBE is 2.6. Stoichiometry is 1:1 and Ca0 and Cb0 are same. So you can write it as CRE squared by CaE squared, also same thing. So this K1 by K2 value 4.976. Now this is the slope 0.006. Slope is 2K1 into bracket 1 by Xae minus 1 multiplied by Ca0. Okay, so we know these values. CRE is given as equilibrium concentration of R at t tending to infinity. Okay, so that value is known, 5.8. At equilibrium at time t tending to infinity, this is 5.8. Xae we know, which is CRE by 2Ca0. So what is Cr at equilibrium? 5.8. This 2Ca0, 2 into Ca0 is 5.5. So if you calculate this, this comes out to be 0.5272. Okay, so K1 we can find out here, this 0.006 divided by this complete term in the denominator, that is 2 into Ca0 is 5.5 into bracket 1 by Xae minus 1. Xae is 0.5272, so 1 by 0.5272 minus 1. If you substitute all these values and calculate, you get the value of K1 as 0.000608. We know K1 by K2. Okay, so K2 you can easily find out from this, and that comes out to be 0.000122. So our rate law is minus Ra is equal to K1 CaCb, first order with respect to A, first order with respect to B. K1 value, this I have written here, 6.08 into 10 raised to minus 4 CaCb, minus K2, K2 value is 1.22 into 10 raised to minus 4 into Cr square. So this is the desired rate equation. So whenever you are provided with the data, concentration time data, whether Ca versus time or some product versus time, you can always find out from Cr, you can find out Ca, Xa from the stoichiometry. So whenever at very high time or time t tending to infinity, there is appreciable value of Ca present, or Cr is not completely formed, that means A is completely consumed, or the reactant A and B in this case is completely consumed. So you have to keep in mind that whenever at time t is equal to infinity, reactant is not completely consumed, that means equilibrium value you have, and from that you can find out equilibrium conversion, equilibrium concentrations, and that reaction is definitely reversible reaction. Okay. Next, 3.21. A small reaction bomb fitted with reaction bomb is nothing but a reactor, small reactor with a sensitive pressure measuring device, which is flushed out and then filled with pure A, pure reactant A, at 1 atmospheric pressure. Operation is carried out at 25. So it is filled at 25 degrees Celsius. At this low temperature, the reaction does not proceed to any appreciable. Reaction will not start at this low temperature. The temperature is then raised rapidly, as rapidly as possible, to 100 degrees Celsius by plunging the bomb or this small reactor into a boiling water. And it is assumed that as soon as you plunge it, temperature reaches within very small amount of time 100. So reaction is carried out at 100. The data is provided in the table. Stoichiometry of the reaction is given. 2A gives B. Now you can see number of moles are reducing. Okay. So volume is reducing and you have a pressure measuring device. So change in pressure you can note as the volume is changing. After leaving the bomb or this reactor in a bath over a weekend, it is placed for a long amount of time, none of A can be found. That means after keeping it for infinite time, none of A is found, means A is completely converted. That means reaction is irreversible. Find the rate equation in units of moles, liters and minutes, which will satisfactorily fit the given data. Okay, moles, liters per minute. So moles and liters we want in the unit. So R we will take at 0.08206 liter atmosphere per mole per degree Kelvin. So you have to be consistent with the units. Reaction is 2A gives B. This coefficient A is 2. Delta N final 1 minus 2, that is minus 1. Okay. So first derivation we have seen total pressure data. From total pressure data, how to find out rate law. Here pi 0 is 1 atmosphere. A is pure, so Pa0 is 1 atmosphere. If A is not pure, say 50% inerts are there, then Pa0 will be 0.5 into pi 0, or if 40%, 0.4 into, and so on. That you have to consider. Here for pure A you don't have to bother. Pi 0 is Pa0. So total pressure is equal to partial pressure. This is at 25. At 100 degree, pi 0 will be temperature correction 373 by 298 Kelvin. So it comes out to be 1.252. And A is pure, so this pi 0 at 100 will be same as Pa0. Okay. So equation this we have derived earlier. We know Pa, partial pressure of A, is equal to initial partial pressure Pa0 plus A by delta N into initial total pressure minus total pressure at any time t. So Pa0 is 1.252 minus 2, A by delta N, 2 by minus 1 is minus 2. Pi 0 is 1.252 minus pi. Pi is the value given with respect to time, data. And if you simplify this, you get 2 pi minus 1.252. That means you have equation to calculate this Pa as 2 pi minus 1.252. So here we are provided with pi and t, this data. Pa you can calculate from this. So Pa is simply 2 pi minus 1.252. So we have the values of pi with respect to time at different times. So 2 pi minus 1.252. So you will get PA values. CA is PA by RT. Okay, PA we have calculated here, R value 0.08206 liter atmosphere per mole per degree Kelvin, because we want in moles, liters and minutes. So CA is found out. Okay, reaction is at 100. So this is 273 plus 100, 370, minus ln of Ca by Ca0. This you will calculate. Minus ln of Ca by Ca0 is equal to Kt. This is for first order rate law. So you will test for first order rate law. Similarly, in terms of concentrations, we have 1 minus Ca by 1 by Ca0, that is equal to Kt. So this is for second order. So we will test for second and first order. So if you calculate these K values with respect to time, means this value minus ln of Ca by Ca0 divided by corresponding time will give you the value of first order rate constant K. Similarly here, this value 1 upon Ca minus 1 upon Ca0 divided by corresponding time will give you these values of K. Okay, so you observe these values, you can see 0.01, 0.122, 0.14, 0.18, 0.2 and so on. So there is a variation. Okay, lot of variation is there. Whereas you observe second order rate constant, here this is 5.327. So except this value, rest of the values are around 6.1 to 6.3. So variation is minimum. So you can average this value of K and conclude that this is second order rate from this trial and error of first and second order. So second order is confirmed. This equation we use 1 upon Ca minus 1 upon Ca0 is equal to Kt. So this is plotted on y-axis as a function of time. K, this slope will give you directly the value. So this is the best fit line. 6.295 is the slope, or if you take average of this mean, then also you will get the value of K around 6.295. So our rate law becomes minus Ra is equal to 6.295 Ca squared. Next, problem number 3.22. Now here for a reaction A gives R, second order kinetics is mentioned. Ca0 is equal to 1 mole per liter. We get 50% conversion after 1 hour in a batch reactor. What will be the conversion and concentration of A after 1 hour if Ca0 is equal to 10 moles per liter? So kinetics is given as second order. Okay, reaction is A gives R, that doesn't mean minus Ra is equal to Kca always. So we have to check from the data, or if it is mentioned, then you have to go ahead with the given kinetics. So for second order kinetics, Xa by 1 minus Xa is equal to 1, means Xa is 50%. So 0.5 divided by 1 minus 0.5 is 1, and that is equal to Kca0t. Here Ca0 is equal to 1, time t is equal to 1, so K will be 1. Rate constant we know now, and order also we know. So you can use same integrated form. For Ca0 is equal to 10 now, and time t is equal to 1. K is known now, K is 1. So unknown is Xa. So Xa by 1 minus Xa is equal to K, that is 1, Ca0 is 10, t is 1. So if you solve, you get this conversion as 0.909, 90.9% conversion. You can also find out concentration from this. Okay, Ca is equal to Ca0 into 1 minus Xa. So corresponding concentration also you can find out. Next 3.23, the decomposition A to R, Ca0 is equal to 1 mole per liter in a batch reactor gives us 75% conversion after 1 hour, and it is complete, that means conversion is complete, Xa is equal to 100% after 2 hours. Find the rate equation. So A gives R, that doesn't give us any information about the kinetics. It is not mentioned about the order, so we have to determine it. So we have two data points here. At time t is equal to t1, t is equal to t2. Xa is equal to Xa1 is equal to 0.75. If Ca0 is 1 mole per liter, Ca1 will be 0.25. So at first data point, that means 75% conversion after 1 hour. So at time t is equal to 1, Ca is 0.25, and that we have denoted as T1 and Ca1. At time t is equal to 2, T2 is equal to 2, conversion is complete, that means 1. So Ca, no Ca will be left, Ca will be 0, that means Ca2 is equal to 0. We use now nth order kinetics integrated form of rate law, which we have derived. So what is the final form? Ca raised to 1 minus n minus Ca0 raised to 1 minus n is equal to this rate constant k bar into bracket n minus 1 into t. So I write two equations for these two cases, 2 points, that means T1 and T2. So for T1 I write Ca is equal to Ca1, T2 Ca is equal to Ca2. So from this equation, if I divide throughout by Ca0 raised to 1 minus n, I have to multiply by Ca0 raised to 1 minus n. So this taken outside the bracket. And this Ca raised to 1 minus n divided by Ca0 raised to 1 minus n can be written as Ca1 by Ca0 raised to 1 minus n. And this divided by same term Ca0 raised to 1 minus n is 1. Similarly, for second case, Ca2 by Ca0 raised to 1 minus n, and this is equal to k bar n minus 1 into t2. So we have these 2 points. If I take the ratio of this T2 by T1, this is 2 by 1, 2, and substitute these values. What is Ca2? 0. So this becomes 0, and in the numerator you are left with only minus 1. Ca1 by Ca0. Ca1 is 0.25 and Ca0 is 1. So 0.25 raised to 1 minus n minus 1. For 75% conversion, Ca1 is 0.25. Okay, so this, if you transfer on this side, 0.25 raised to 1 minus n minus 1, and this 2 is transferred on this side, minus 1 by 2 is minus 0.5, or 0.25 raised to 1 minus n is 0.5. So you solve this, you obtain n is equal to 0.5 or 1 by 2. Substitute this value of n in any of these data points. I substitute it in the first one, that is Ca1 and T1. So Ca1 is equal to 0.25, T1 is 1, n is 0.5. So if I substitute n as 0.5, okay, so what I get here, 1 raised to anything is 1, 0.25 raised to 1 minus 0.5, that is 0.5 minus 1, divided by n minus 1. N is 0.5 minus 1 minus 0.5. So value of rate constant I get as 1. So rate law becomes minus Ra is equal to K Ca raised to half. Okay, K is 1. So 1 into Ca raised to half. Rate is expressed in moles per liter per hour, and this half order rate constant, units will be time inverse into concentration raised to 1 minus n. N is half, so 1 minus half is half. So moles raised to half divided by liter raised to half divided by hour. So this is the unit of half order rate constant. Next, 3.24. In presence of homogeneous catalyst of given concentration, aqueous reactant A is converted to product at following rates. Okay. So here we have a different kind of problem. So we will see another approach how to solve this. What is asked? You plan to run this reaction in a batch reactor at the same catalyst concentration as used in the getting the data which is provided in the table. Find the time needed to lower the concentration of A from Ca0 is equal to 10 moles per liter to Ca final is equal to 2 moles per liter. Okay. So for the batch reactor, now you know this minus Ra is equal to minus dCA by dt. Okay. So if I transfer the variables, what I get is dCA by minus Ra is equal to dt. You integrate both the sides. Integral dt 0 to t is simply t, and at t is equal to 0, Ca is Ca0, at t is equal to t, Ca is Ca. So this minus of dCA by minus Ra, this we get. If you solve this, integral dCA is Ca, so it is Ca0 minus Ca, and with this minus sign it becomes Ca0 minus Ca. So what information we get from this? We want to find out time needed to lower the conversion. This time we have to find out. Ca0 is 10, Ca final or Ca is 2. Okay. So you start with 10 and up to Ca final value is 2. We have to find out this. So this integral is of the form integral, let us say y dx. So here y is 1 upon minus Ra, dx is dCA. So you make a plot of 1 upon minus Ra as a function of concentration, and then between these concentrations 10 to 2 you find the area under the curve. So graphical integration. You can go for ahead with the numerical integration also, that will also give you the similar result. So we'll see graphical integration here. Data given is Ca moles per liter 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 9 and 11. Corresponding minus Ra points in moles per liter per hour are given here. You invert this 1 upon minus Ra. Okay, units will be liter hour by mole. So all these points I have got. So integral y 1 upon minus Ra. So this you plot on this axis. Okay, you can see these values 2 to 16.6. This is 16.6 and this is 2. So you get, draw this curve. Then area under the curve from Ca0 is equal to 10 to Ca final is equal to 2. So this is Ca0 is equal to 10. This is Ca final. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is Ca final is equal to 2. So between these two, this area under the curve you find out. How will you find out? You count the number of rectangles. Okay, and then you have complete rectangles. Then you have the rectangle somewhere 20%, somewhere 50%. So approximately by eye judgment you have to add and measure this. Count total number of rectangles, that multiplied by area of one rectangle, that will give you the area under the curve, and here it will give you time directly, and here I am getting it as 20.96 hour. So it depends on how accurately you count. Error of plus minus 2%, 3% will be acceptable. So we stop here today, and in our next lecture we'll continue with the remaining problems from the exercise of chapter number 3 from the book Octave Levenspiel.